There's a kind of disrespect that doesn't shout. It doesn't slam doors. It doesn't scream in your face. Instead, it hides in the quiet moments. A pause, a look, a subtle change in tone, a shift in how someone treats you when they think you won't notice. Most people ignore it. They explain it away. They tell themselves it's nothing until suddenly their boundaries are gone, their confidence is shaken, and they're trapped in a relationship, personal or professional, where they are no longer respected. But a Stoic doesn't wait for that moment. The Stoic sees the signs early. He stays calm, centered, grounded, and he responds with control, not emotion, with strategy, not reaction, with strength, not anger. Today, you and I are going to break down 5 powerful silent behaviors that reveal when someone secretly doesn't respect you. And more importantly, how to respond with composure, clarity, and unshakable authority. Because the strongest man in the room isn't the loudest. He's the one who doesn't need to raise his voice. Let's begin. One of the first signs someone quietly disrespects you is when they treat your time as if it's worthless. Not through dramatic offenses, but through small, consistent patterns. They cancel last minute. They show up late, repeatedly. They message only when they need something. They expect you to adjust your schedule. It's not about the act. It's about the signal behind the act. My time matters. Yours doesn't. Stoic philosopher Seneca warned about this trap. He wrote, "People are frugal in guarding their money, but when it comes to wasting time, they are most lavish." He wasn't just criticizing the people who waste their own time. He was warning you about the ones who waste yours. Because time is the one resource you never get back. And a person who truly respects you respects that. How a non-Stoic man responds. He gets irritated. He complains. He sends passive-aggressive messages. He tries harder to win their respect. He becomes more accommodating, hoping they'll eventually reciprocate. But that only trains the other person to disrespect him more. How a Stoic man responds. A Stoic doesn't chase. He makes one internal decision that changes everything. I will not prioritize people who don't prioritize me. And then he shows it through actions. He stops rearranging his schedule for unreliable people. He stops chasing replies. He stops rewarding disrespect with more access. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." If they value your presence, they rise to meet your standards. If not, they fall away naturally. Either outcome protects your peace. Disrespect doesn't always arrive as an attack. Sometimes it arrives as a test. Toxic people rarely push your biggest boundary first. They start with the smallest one. They speak over you. They dismiss your preferences. They joke at your expense. They invade your space. They make decisions for you. They ask for small favors that grow over time. Each tiny act carries the same silent question. Will you stop me? If you don't, the tests escalate. Disrespect grows quietly, like mold. By the time you notice it, it's already spread. Because they operate by a simple rule, if you won't protect your boundaries, they won't either. This kind of person doesn't respect strength. They respect consequences, and they pay attention to what you allow. If you say one thing but do another, if your boundaries are flexible, emotional, or inconsistent, they don't take them seriously. A Stoic doesn't respond emotionally. He doesn't lecture or over-explain. He doesn't justify his limits. He simply states, "That doesn't work for me. No anger, no apology, no softness, no explanation, just clarity." Stoic boundaries are brief, consistent, non-negotiable, delivered calmly, enforced through action. The Stoic lives by Epictetus' wisdom. You decide the value of your own life, and you decide it every time you enforce a boundary. The people who respect you will adjust. The people who don't will reveal themselves. Either way, you win. One of the most deceptive signs of hidden disrespect is the backhanded compliment, the kind delivered with a smile, but designed to put you below them. Examples: "You're actually pretty smart." Not bad enough for someone like you. These are designed to shake your confidence, make you second-guess yourself, and create self-doubt. This is manipulation disguised as friendliness. A person who respects you uplifts you privately and publicly. A person who envies you disguises their attack under a smile. Epictetus wrote, "If you want to know a man, observe how he speaks about others." And the reverse is true. If you want to know how a man feels about you, observe how he compliments you. The subtle sting compliments always reveal insecurity. How a Stoic appears to them calm, unreactive, unmoved. Nothing threatens an insecure person more than someone they can't rattle. How a Stoic responds, he doesn't defend himself. He doesn't laugh along. He simply lets silence do the work. A raised eyebrow, plus calm look, no emotional reaction. Why? Because backhanded compliments only work if you need approval. The Stoic doesn't need approval. The moment you stop reacting to subtle disrespect, the person realizes, he sees through me, and I have no power here. And their behavior either changes or their mask slips. Both outcomes reveal truth. Disrespect often shows up as calculated irritation. Some people provoke on purpose to get a reaction they can use against you. They mock your values, interrupt you mid-sentence, and bring up sensitive topics. They question your competence and criticize in public but never praise. They push your patience to watch you crack. This is not random. This is a psychological strategy. Control the reaction, control the person. The moment you get emotional, they get leverage. But the moment you stay calm, they lose it. Because a Stoic man has mastered the skill toxic people fear most, emotional neutrality. When you stop giving predictable emotional reactions, manipulators get confused. Emotional bullies get frustrated. Insecure people get intimidated. And genuine people respect you more. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoicism isn't about being cold. It's about being unshakable. How a Stoic responds, he doesn't argue. He doesn't escalate. He doesn't get defensive. He simply says, "I'm not engaging in this. This conversation isn't productive. We can continue when we're both calm." Then he walks away. Not dramatically, not angrily, just without interest. And nothing destroys a manipulator like losing the ability to provoke you. Embrace the Stoic way. Master your emotions and reclaim your power. In a world filled with manipulation, emotional neutrality is your greatest ally. Become the Stoic. Stand firm against emotional bullies. Your calmness will confuse them. Your strength will intimidate them. Remember, you have the power over your mind. Embrace the Stoic path and find your true strength. Master emotional neutrality and transform your life. The final sign is the most important. When someone no longer considers your feelings, your boundaries, your peace, your well-being, your dignity, they've crossed from disrespect into disregard. This doesn't always look hostile. Sometimes it looks like blatant selfishness, ignoring your needs, withholding information, making major decisions without you, using you when it benefits them, failing to acknowledge harm they caused. This is the moment of truth in any relationship, personal or professional. Because respect isn't measured by what someone says. It's measured by how much they consider your humanity. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." A person who consistently acts without regard for you has already painted you in their mind as someone unimportant. And once that happens, there's only one Stoic response. He doesn't beg. He doesn't chase. He doesn't demand respect. He simply withdraws access. Not with bitterness, but with clarity. Not with revenge, but with self-respect. Not with a dramatic speech, but with a simple truth. If you cannot treat me with respect, you cannot have a place in my life. The Stoic seeks peace, not approval. And he seeks relationships based on character, not convenience. When someone stops treating you with respect, the Stoic stops offering them proximity, not to punish them, but to protect himself. In the end, self-respect is the ultimate Stoic response. Embrace the Stoic way. Let go of what no longer serves you. Cultivate relationships that uplift and inspire. Remember, your worth is not defined by others. Stand firm in your values and beliefs. Let the Stoic response guide you towards peace. In the journey of life, choose respect and clarity. When someone quietly disrespects you, respond with calm observation. Recognize the behavior without reacting emotionally. Next, establish clear boundaries. State your limits concisely, without apology. Reduce your availability to those who disregard your time. Emotional mastery is key. Do not reward provocation with reaction. Practice strategic detachment. Walk away from consistent disrespect, quietly, firmly, permanently. Remember, self-respect is not a feeling. It is a series of actions repeated consistently. As Marcus Aurelius taught, waste no time on the opinion of others. Focus on the integrity of your own actions. The Stoic man earns respect not by force, but by presence. Not by noise, but by discipline. Not by demanding it, but by embodying it. If this video gave you clarity, if it helped you recognize subtle disrespect, if it strengthened your resolve to protect your peace, then subscribe to The Manipulator's Mind, where we teach emotional mastery, quiet strength, and the psychology of power. Because the world doesn't respect loud men, it respects centered men. Disciplined men earn respect through their actions. And if you're ready to become one, you're in the right place. Embrace the Stoic way and master your emotions. Join us as we explore the depths of emotional strength. Together, we can cultivate a life of respect and integrity. Thank you for watching. Remember, your journey to emotional mastery starts now. Subscribe for more insights and strategies on mastering your emotions. Together, we can build a community of centered, disciplined individuals. Let's embark on this journey together. Your path to emotional mastery awaits. See you in the next video.